The New York Mets are back over the 500 mark for the first time since May 2nd. This comes after the team's 7-2 win over the Houston Astros on Friday night that saw one Mets player end a home run drought. So let's talk about some Metropolitan baseball. We're going to do it with the host of the Subway to Shea podcast, my guy Anthony Rivera, who joins me now. Anthony, the Mets are playing good. I assume you are feeling good.
OMG, Dexter, the Mets are over 500. It's a good day. It's a good day.
Good day to be a fan of the blue and orange. And Anthony, the Mets, they've gone 18-6 since May 30th. That was a day after the players held a team meeting following a 10-3 loss to the Dodgers team. They're now 40-39 on the season. So I ask you this, what has changed for this team who now has won 4 straight games?
This team looks like it has finally gelled together, and we've talked about it in the past, how something seemed to have been missing from this group of players, and now they just seem to be a well-oiled unit. I know it's still early in the season because we're only into June. We still got a month away from the trade deadline, but this Mets team has somehow come together. And like you said, they've gone 18-6 and now are one game over 500. I like to attribute a lot to it, the entire team as a whole, but 3 players. JD Martinez has really come in and has been that professional hitter and has become somewhat of a, kind of a hitting coach on the team for these guys, and they have just turned it around totally offensively. You look at Francisco Alvarez. The Mets are 23-8 with Alvarez in the lineup, 17-31 without him in the lineup. He's added to the offense. He's great behind the plate. He pitch frames well, and the pitchers just love him. And then you look at one of those emotional leaders, and you got Jose Iglesias, who's brought this element to this team, this fun back to this team, something that has been missing for most of the year. And you got now a team that's rolling and maybe taking the next step into possibly getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, you talk about the fun there, Anthony. You just see the other night with Jose Iglesias singing OMG to the crowd with his teammates and how much everybody seems to be enjoying it. Look, winning helps with that, but I think when you're having fun and there's good vibes in the clubhouse, that also helps with the winning too. To your point there. Now, in Friday's win over Houston, Jeff McNeil, he snapped his home run drought with a 6th-inning long ball. That was his first homer since May 22nd, and he also had his first 3-hit game since May 7th. Are you encouraged by what you saw from McNeil on Friday night, and do you think that performance can get him out of his funk that he's been in pretty much all season?
I sure hope so. He's one of the players that definitely needs this kind of turnaround, and this was a good start, going 3 for 3, getting a home run and those 3 RBIs. But what I take away most importantly is the smile is back in him. You saw him, with his teammates and the good vibes that they have going on right now. And I think if that can help launch him to getting back to that player he was when he won the batting title, that only adds another element to this team and to this offense that has been missing. I feel like him and Pete Alonso have not been themselves, more so Jeff McNeil, but Pete Alonso also has just been missing as well to this team, and he also hit a home run last night, which was great to see. But if Jeff McNeil can get back to 2022 Jeff McNeil, watch out.
Yeah, it will be scary for the Mets if he can get back to that form for sure. Now, General Manager David Stearns, he spoke to the media before Friday's game. He said he could envision the Mets adding pieces at the deadline. What more do the Mets need to show over, I'll say, the next month or so as we approach the trade deadline to show fans and also the front office that they could indeed be buyers?
They got to keep doing what they're doing right now. Keep winning series just like they did in 2022. You win series, you show that you're, in this playoff hunt, and then we'll see Stearns buy. I don't know if it's going to be a big move that they make. It might be a couple of minor moves. They might just be retooling some players and moving some players out to get some youth in here. But I know that they will definitely be some sort of buyer at the trade deadline if this continues. I said I would like them to at least be 5 games over 500, within a hair of that final playoff spot. Right now, they're in the thick of it, and if they can continue this, good run that they're on, David Stearns will definitely be buyers, and that Steve Cohen will definitely dish out money at the trade deadline.
Yeah, he'll be willing to spend the money. We'll see what happens then. It's a little bit of time. We've seen how things can change within a month for the Mets, and things could change for the positive or the negative within the next month. But we will see. Anthony Rivera, the host of the Subway to Shea podcast, he will be all over it with Mets coverage. Anthony, appreciate the time talking about the Mets, and we'll see if they can keep the good vibes going this weekend.
Love the good vibes. Appreciate you, Dexter.
Anytime, man.